The Singapore we know today is an enviably clean and green society that can boast of a high standard in public health because of the diligence of its people and a sound solid waste management system. Our clean and green environment did not come naturally. It is only through safe and efficient means of disposing waste that we have come to enjoy the comfort and healthy environment associated with the Singaporean way of life. Following rapid urbanization and economic development since Singapore's independence in the 60s, the amount of waste disposed of on our island has risen twofold every decade, from 1,200 tons a day in the 70s to about 7,200 tons a day in the current year. Every day, licensed waste collection companies collect waste generated throughout Singapore. All incinerable waste is transported to the 4 waste-to-energy incineration plants located at Pulau Semakau and Pulau South. The ashes from the incineration plants, together with non-incinerable waste such as industrial ash and sludge, as well as construction and demolition debris, are then transported to Tuas Marine Transfer Station and shipped over to Semakau Landfill. Development of Semakau Landfill began in 1995. To establish the landfill space required, a 7-kilometer perimeter rock bund was constructed to enclose the sea space between Pulau Semakau and Pulau Sakeng. The bund was lined with impermeable membrane and a layer of marine clay to ensure that leachate from the waste is contained within the landfill area. Internal sand bunds were then constructed to divide the landfill space into tipping cells. After 4 years, at a total cost of $610 million and with a landfill area of 350 hectares, Semakau started operations on 1st April 1999. At the Tuas Marine Transfer Station, vehicles discharge waste directly into barges. At the end of the day, the hatch covers are closed and the barges are pushed by tugboat on a 25-kilometer journey to Semakau Landfill. Upon arrival, the barges are berthed within a transfer building for the unloading operations. Large excavators with specially designed grabs are used to unload waste from the barges either directly onto large 35-ton payload off-road dump trucks or onto the stockpile area. Waste stockpiled are then scooped up by wheel loaders and loaded onto the dump trucks, which then make their way to the tipping cells for disposal. At the tipping site, wastes are discharged from the trucks and then leveled and compacted by bulldozers and compactors. Being Singapore's only landfill, it is crucial to sustain Semakau because of the difficulty and costliness of finding precious land or sea space as an alternative for disposal of refuse. At our current rate, Semakau Landfill could be completely filled by 2045. But before this becomes a reality, every individual must play his or her part in waste reduction through the 3 R's green practices, namely reduce, reuse and recycle. In Singapore, the National Environment Agency or NEA is responsible for formulating and implementing strategies to reduce waste, with a goal to strive towards zero landfill and then towards zero waste. NEA uses 4 important strategies. Volume reduction by incineration. 4 incineration plants take charge of disposing all incinerable waste, subsequently reducing the volume of refuse by 90%, filling the Semakau landfill at a slower pace. Waste recycling. In The Blueprint for a Sustainable Singapore, unveiled by the Inter-Ministerial Committee on Sustainable Development on 27th April 2009, NEA has set the goal to achieve a recycling rate of 65% in 2020 and 70% in 2030. The current success of industrial waste recycling sees recycling facilities in Singapore now recycling wood waste, plastic waste, e-waste, tires, and horticultural waste. In communal recycling, the National Recycling Program was introduced by the NEA, providing recycling bags or bins to each household, which are then collected every fortnightly by the appointed recycling companies. Reduce landfill waste. Recycling of non-incinerable waste has also been successful, with recycling facilities in Singapore currently recycling construction and demolition waste and copper slag from shipyards. To reduce the landfill waste further, projects are in the pipeline to recycle ash and sludge, including bottom ash from incineration plants, into useful construction materials. Waste minimization. Uncontrolled generation of waste could negate the efforts of recycling. So, in order to tackle the challenge at its source, NEA works with manufacturers and retailers to devise plans and measures to use less material, less packaging, and adopt recycling-friendly designs for their products. Through attracting more Singaporeans and foreign visitors to Semakau Landfill for educational and recreational activities, it is hoped that there will be greater appreciation for the environment and help raise the awareness of the need to strive towards the goals of zero landfill and zero waste.